No, you're supposed to do 5, 4, 3, 2, and then live. You don't say 1 in case you clip the 1 to the audio stream. But fuck
But
you
you
anyway.
didn't say live. You just stopped at 2 awkwardly. How am I ever gonna know if you actually pushed?
You know how to count?
No,
I mean, you don't.
that's not part of my autism.
5, 4, 3, 2, point.
Welcome back, everybody. Y'all want to play some D&D?
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Picking back where we left off. Nothing is wrong and everything is okay.
Yup, of course.
Mhm.
After a slight snafu on your way to Zepharel, the tieflings you were accompanying, including your party members, Ishori, was captured by a group of horn hunters, betrayed by Brial, the green-skinned tiefling that was helping the other caravan kind of on their way. As you gathered your allies, the rest of you, as you broke your shackles left there in the desert, you contacted the likes of Katori Ferdinand Clay, your old friend, who was on continent, um, reached out to the broker, and separately, unbeknownst to you, Saishori, in your current encapturement, were still able to reach out to Viesu, who apparently made a call, and you were joined by Simon, a former member of a criminal organization that your sister has some sort of contact with. As you all approach the mountain, trying to quickly find out as much information you can, you contacted Saishori to get a kind of a lay of the land where she was. She talked about an underground cavern, castle, stronghold, and prison cells that she was currently being held with the other tieflings. Your allies, some fell from the sky, others appeared mysteriously through the shadows, but you made a game plan to find the stronghold, break into teams, shock and awe, infiltration, find Saishori and the other tieflings, find your shit, and either massacre everyone or get the fuck out of Dodge, whichever came first. In the meantime, Saishori, you had a few heart-to-hearts with Brial, the tiefling betrayer of the group, talking about how the pilgrimage had failed her and that she had seen it fail so many others, how dangerous it was in Zepharel. Lack of action had led to her decision to join up with this group of horn hunters that it sounds like she has been with for some time, to essentially make it so nobody passed the pilgrimage for at least a couple of years, forcing Zepharel to actually get off their asses. Whether moved or making a play for your own safety, you obliged to help her. To which she was taken back by your generosity and the fact that she could tell from the beginning that you were a kindred spirit, understanding the fucked up nature of what it is Zepharella has done and the fact that it does need to change to be a bit more aggressive. As you found yourself in the prison cell, most of your items equipped to you, except for the small rock in your pocket that they didn't seem to notice. Um, you were able to make a couple phone calls to Viessa to try to give information of where you are and to ask for aid. Once in the prison cell, you convinced Norman and the others that you were here to protect them, that you would not let them go easily, and that you are still on their side as well. Brielle took you to her bedchambers to discuss kind of her overall plan and where she came from. Brought you back to your cell because she needed to keep up appearances for now, at least she cleared things with Zane. But did assure you that originally that they were only prepared to sell 4 tieflings, so it would not be a hard thing to make sure you were able to stay and help her with her goal. So, Shuri, as you sit in the prison cell, waiting, boys continued their path. They found the tunnels deep within the rock and started to make their way inward, quietly as they can, moving, keeping an eye out for any danger. You came across a group of 3 guards that were either, doing a general patrol, or maybe they were just out having a cigarette. You're not sure, but either way, they had to die, and you murdered them without mercy, no quarter given, in a matter of seconds. And that is where we will pick up. Gentlemen, start your engines. As the third body hits the ground, as Simon reappears next to decapitated corpses, he kind of nods over to just a reminder of the current marching order. We have Simon Valier, 7 on a goat. Still weird, but okay. Second row, Ravi, KFC, and Suji. Next row, Vinteth, Nikolai, Sunny, and Babby, with the 3 elves following up the rear.
Yes.
And then just a reminder, feel free to, if you need to change this or augment this at all, but you agreed on infiltration team, Ravi, Vinteth, Suji, KFC, Simon. Shock and awe team, Valier, 7, Babby, Sunny, 3 elves, Nikolai, Zoth, with Tinkers flying overhead giving aerial coverage.
Yeah.
Alright, just wanted to make sure we're good. Simon, as the third body falls, Simon kind of turns to Valier, and 7 kind of gives you a nod. Keep going.
Yep. I'll wait for them to start moving.
We're schmoving.
Yeah, I just give Simon the nod, like we're ready to go.
All right, excellent. I would say for this, I would say perception checks for everybody in the tunnel, just to keep an eye on shit going on in front of you or behind you, depending on which way you're oriented. I believe the 3 elves behind you are watching your back.
Hey,
Advantage for Tinkers? Smell based or no?
I'll allow it.
I mean, obviously, Sam.
I won't allow that.
Wow.
I'm joshing. Right. So you continue on your way forward, another 50 or so feet in this darkened tunnel. Most of you, actually, all of you. Yeah, everyone sees in the dark. Awesome, cool.
Nice.
You continue on your way. Another 50 or so feet, you start to, I would say, Valier and 7, you start to pick up the sound of more footfalls, kind of a little farther in the distance down the tunnel. You can kind of hear like heavy boots echoing through, kind of hitting stone and echoing through the tunnel.
can I tell if they're coming like towards us, wait for us, or like kind of roughly how many they are?
I would say give me let's call it a survival check. See if you can differentiate through the echoing noise of the tunnel.
And I see them with robot vision.
Not yet with robot vision. Valier, as you kind of take a listen, hard to gauge how many because of the echoing, but it definitely feels like probably coming towards you or at least the sound is echoing towards you. You're not sure if that means the footfalls are necessary.
Gotcha. Yeah, I relay that to 7 Simon and everybody behind me that there's people coming toward our way. Not sure how many, but just to be a little bit, I guess, more stealthy approaching.
Simon gives a nod. I will say if it is the intent to keep approaching a little bit more stealthily, I would like a group stealth check from everybody.
Okay.
Now, this is a group check, so it is pass fail by majority rules. So even if you ain't great, don't worry about it.
All right.
But that also means I have to roll for everyone equally.
Oh wait, I still have the boots on, don't I?
Yeah.
Suji finally passes a stealth check.
Oh, my first one was wow. My first one was actually better. How about that?
Seven, 8, 9, 10. Cool. You all maintain a relatively good stealth as you continue on your way forward. Simon kind of creeping along, keeping an eye out. Valier and Seven, you guys keeping your eyes kind of peeled for any movement in the dark ahead of you. So keeping and respecting that. Seven, another 15, 20 feet. You guys are kind of tiptoeing, keeping quiet as best you can, just on the edge of your, dark vision, your robot vision. You see the movement of give me another perception check to see if you can clock how many
Okay.
figures you see move.
20.
Not too shabby. Just on the edge of your vision, you can see at least 3 figures that are starting to, not hurriedly, but at least with some tempo, moving away from.
All right.
So you kind of
Uh,
catch that. You catch like the edge of them moving, and they're continuing upward.
All right. I will relay that by staring at the guy next to me, and then I'll point and hold up 3 fingers. Simon. 3.
Do you have fingers?
He does.
Yeah.
Thanks.
How many fingers does he have?
As many as I want.
I'm sure he could show you one right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm picturing him with like alien hands, where he's got like the fucking claw grip like this. He's just holding his whole hand up like a fucking Vulcan sign.
No, I have hands for now. I don't have claws yet. We're good.
Having kind of under his breath, just like in hushed tones. Nope, nobody here would know it. Kind of whispers over to Seven and Valier, kind of like in that space. Should we attempt to take them out, or let them pass a little bit and just keep sneaking behind?
We
Deal.
can. Okay.
I mean, I have no problem rushing them if you want. You said you saw at least 3, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're a little ahead of us. We'd probably have to catch them, move pretty quickly, and possibly give our position away, but we should outnumber them. If everyone's prepared to move quick, strike fast.
Yeah.
Are we close enough that we can hear him at this point? The second, third row, or just the first row?
That was just the first row. After he confers with Seven and Valier, he would turn back to kind of pass it down the line. Like, at this point, he would probably turn back to KFC and Ravi and just let you know, like, at least 3 ahead. Seven and Valier, I think we should just rush them, try to take them out as quick as possible. Be prepared to run and hit them hard. Pass it back.
Yep. I'll pass the message along so everyone's prepared.
So DM, does pass without trace like stop footstep sounds? Because it says it doesn't leave track.
You don't leave tracks. It helps muffle sound and it helps pull shadow to you. So it helps you in any situation. It helps you increase your ability to not be perceived. It doesn't completely eliminate it, but it does help you not leave a trace of you being somewhere at least. Like that's guaranteed.
What? I think I'll start casting pass without trace during this period. As basically while I make a finger across my neck of
Do we estimate? Wait, sorry. I guess I would just say to the group that do you think we're close enough to the base that this will carry till we get there?
I mean, we could try tracking someone to see how far if they like come up yet. Either
Oh,
way,
he
the
hasn't.
more
He hasn't used the spell yet, has he, Sonny?
from my
Sonny,
knowledge.
Sonny, why don't you try to track Zaishori now and see if she's. Oh wait, no, his is only 1,000 feet, right?
It's 1,000 feet, but it lasts an hour.
Oh, okay, all right.
So he can cast it 4 times total.
Got it.
What's he using? Locate creature?
Yes.
Yeah. Sonny, why don't you cast that once now and see if we're see if we're close.
Sure thing. Yeah, I can go ahead and pop one of those now. Just give me a second. Watch as he starts to formulate the spell. In the meantime, hey Seven.
Yeah.
Nobody told you not to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
DM, I have a question.
Sure.
Why does Sonny's voice keep changing?
Because it's hard to keep voices going, all right?
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like a plot relevant thing or not. Just making sure.
Dealing with a lot of NPCs right now.
I have
Yeah,
a
he
lot of
does have-
voices in my head, all right?
Just making sure.
Sony likes magic
Robbie
stuff.
just assumed that's just one of Sonny's quirks and ignores it completely.
magic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Sonny, I don't have a keyword that usually gets me back into his voice, so I gotta
Yeah, you
figure
do.
that out.
Hey, you do.
What?
I get what you.
What?
Murder that bitch.
That's fair. All right.
Yeah.
So Sonny starts to cast Detect Magic. Robbie, Suji, and KFC, you all watch as you turn back to tell Sonny to do that. Simon and Seven at least start to move. Valir, are you moving as well?
Both Seven and Simon are moving, right?
Yep.
Yeah, knowing Valir, he'll probably just follow Simon's lead.
All right. As the 3 of them start to move, Robbie, as you turn back from having your conversation with Sonny, KFC kind of taps Suji, and is like, let Sonny do his thing. Let's fucking go.
All right.
Cool. Well, you have successfully passed your group stealth check, so therefore you are going to get another surprise round on these unsuspecting victims.
Oh yeah.
Oh baby.
Heck yeah.
So this is another damage threshold, hit it and quit it type deal.
God.
As Simon, Valir, and Seven on the goat come around the corner, you quickly approach, and as your footsteps echo a little bit as you give up stealth to gain ground, first thing you see as they turn to hear and recognize you, the group of 3 is a group of 5. There was a couple that were running a little bit ahead of them. So, the HP total the group needs to hit to get these guys down in one round is... Mathing. 325.
Damn.
You do not have to go in any particular order. I do not need initiative for this. You will each get one full turn, essentially. Because of you guys breaking stealth, you can make it to melee people can make it to them in 1 round if you need to get close.
Cool.
They were not prepared for you. They were like half stopped, so you can catch them if you need to. But I will let you choose which order you would like to go. Just start shooting out things you want to do.
I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna send out a tidal wave.
So is he gonna get 5x damage on that because it's hitting 5 of them? Because he's using an AoE spell?
I have accounted for that damage. Yes. Roll the damage and let me know.
And it's dex saves.
Yes.
Oh, big.
Not bad.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a big tidal wave.
What's my DC?
It's 15, right?
I don't know.
You tell us.
15. Our spell save DC, that's it, 13.
Yes.
15. Cool. All right. Now. Cool. So as you're all having this conversation, the group in front is starting to come around the corner. Suji, you come up first. You watch as a tidal wave apparates kind of on top of the front line where like Suji where Simon, Valir, and Seven are running forward. And before they can close the distance to get into melee, you watch as a wave crashes in front of you, knocks into all 5 of the characters in front of you. Failed save, I knock prone. Is that correct, or is this pushed?
Yes. Prone and full damage.
Cool. So for the sake of this, 3 of them are prone. So therefore, melee attacks against them will have advantage.
Nice.
That is Suji's turn. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
All right.
We're not raging yet, but we are still gonna be using them knuckle dusters for first. Oh, that's not good at all.
Not get it done.
Second
Will
one
get it done.
and bonus. Yeah.
Nice.
32.
Cool. As you follow up the tidal wave, you see one on the ground, Seven. You just come over and just fists of force and rage into its gut. Who's next?
How many of them would I hit with a 10-foot sphere? Are there 4 of them in a 5x5 pattern or a 10x10 pattern?
10-foot radius or 10-foot diameter?
10-foot diameter.
Okay, so 4 squares together. Let's find out. You know what? I'll let you roll it. Give me a D4.
Yep.
3 it is.
That was my minimum. Okay. All right, I'll go next then. That's fine. I'm gonna cast a first level magnify gravity.
All right.
So that's gonna be a 10-foot sphere. Constitution save on 15. All right, solid.
You fail 1 pass.
Okay. And if theoretically they are any of them is quote unquote able to get away after this, that is half movement for the ones that failed.
Good to know.
That's it for me.
All right. Valir, Vinteth, what you got?
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna swing at these guys.
Go for it.
Advantage, at least.
Yeah,
First.
hit you on the prone ones.
There we go.
Okay.
Nice.
Then using Fury of Blows, of course. Do I get advantage for that too?
Yep.
Okay.
15 just hits.
Yes.
All right, come over. Crack, 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 crack. Just axe kicking a dude on the ground. Fantastic.
Curb stomping them.
What you got, Vinteth?
I don't know what I want to do. I've just been staring at my spell sheet this whole time. Which one looks the least hurt but on the ground? I'm gonna go kill that guy.
You can still double hit, right?
No, I don't have my bracer.
Oh, that's right.
So it's either alright, so either I told the dead and just bonk two of them with the told the dead, or I go and fucking destroy one with advantage on the ground. So HP total, I'm just gonna beat one's ass.
Whatever your best damage is.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a second level inflict.
Inflict thy wounds.
Advantage. Wow.
Unfortunate.
I'm helping.
All right. Now it's Simon's turn.
Well,
He will take
we're quite
advantage.
reliant on him.
That's a nat 20 with advantage.
Oh man.
Does he just explode?
Simon is here to make up for our deficiencies, apparently.
That's what I get for not having the hammer, dude. I was hitting people bonking with the hammer. I go to cast a spell and I can't hit shit.
And 17, 18, 6 is 22. 22 doubled to 44 plus his modifier. That is 64 points of damage. Second hit. Definitely hits. That's Tori. Another crit with advantage.
They're just showing us up right now.
Yeah, they sure are. Thank goodness.
We're just here to give them something to do. By the way, guys, my 3d10 rolled 611. I didn't bother rolling the fourth.
Second
you roll?
strike. Tori. Still hits, not crit. Damage. Alright. Alright. After Katori and Simon and everybody else's damage, 24 damage still needs to be done. There's Sunny, Babby, Nikolai, and the 3 elves.
Yep.
I believe in them.
Boys, get them.
Does Sunny get an action now?
Sunny would be in the middle of cast. But Babby gets an action. That hits for 10 points of damage. Nikolai is gonna go stabbing. That hits.
Nice. Nikolai coming in clutch.
Mhm.
For a whole 7 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
I'll
Alright,
take
Okay.
it.
So we got one hobbled man remaining.
we're down to 7 HP total and 3 blind elves.
Let's go, blind elves. They're on the ground. They can't be that hard to hit.
Because I don't remember their names, I'm gonna go Ben Teth's guys. Teth's guys.
I don't even know their names. I forgot their fucking names already.
Right. We said we're not naming them till they survive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're all just other guy. It's fine.
Z1, Z2, Z3.
They all hit.
That's a fucking relief.
We have no idea what sort of damage they do, but luckily we only need 7, so fingers crossed.
Yeah.
You watch as after the tidal wave hits, you guys all rush in and start to hit these guys on the ground standing up. You watch as there are very few survivors. Several of them are dead. There's one dude crawling out on the ground trying to get away from you all. You watch as the 3 elves all come up at once and just stab him at one time.
That's exactly how I had pictured it.
Nice.
Whoa! Good clutch save there, boys.
For the mother.
For the mother. As I'm staring at my hand, like, why do you miss?
Don't worry, Brother Vizdas. We are just an extension of your hand.
Can I turn them into familiars and cast through them? Here, have some of my blood. Now I can cast through you. Go touch that guy.
You're doing a really good job making him feel better too, so thumbs up.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they retreat back to the back line. Simon looks up. He watches this. As soon as Simon finished stabbing a guy, he was already looking ahead just to make sure like nothing else was coming. Kind of looks at all of you. Gives you a little wave.
Back in formation. Onwards.
At this time, as you guys kind of fall back into watch, you watch as Sunny, like his eyes are kind of glowing like white over. Shit. Nothing yet. But I'll
Okay.
keep an eye out. I got this for about an hour as long as I don't get hit in the noggin.
Thank you, Sonny.
Yeah. God.
Cool. Would you like to continue on stealthily, or are you just kind of keep pushing? How would you like to proceed forward?
Continue with stealth. No reason to abandon
Yeah,
what's been working
yeah.
for us.
Agreed.
All right. And Suji, are you casting Pass Without a Trace now, or are you saving it?
I'll cast it.
Okay, that lasts an hour.
Yep.
Is there? No, nobody has experienced this place. I was gonna. Who was the one who estimated the distance for us when we originally saw this off?
I want to say Valir.
Valia, but Suji, hold on for one moment. I don't want you to
Okay.
burn through your magic already. Valia, do you think there's any chance we're more than an hour away from this place still? I imagine it's going to be much more useful to have Suji spelled when we're near the gates.
Right.
You could do the tracking spell first.
He is, but Sunny's currently tracking. But that will only trigger once we're in 1,000 feet. I'm just trying to make sure that we don't burn through your magic while we're still wandering about the tunnels.
I guess that's fair enough.
There. Let's see. Let me think. Is there any way? I hold on, using my elemental attunement, like went down the rest of the tunnel, or trying to feel the ley lines, just kind of feel like how far the end, like the exit is, I guess you could say.
How long have we been traveling? That's my first.
That's also true. That's also fair.
Since you guys entered, probably about an hour. Since you
Okay.
entered the cavern system.
Okay.
Probably regardless, if we've been traveling for an hour, I wouldn't activate it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, Valir, you were guesstimating. You saw smoke coming off, kind of like further in the into the mountains a little bit. And that's kind of how you guys were judging like where a civilization or a encampment might be.
Has this path, and I know this is, I mean, this is something I would think we'd be able to estimate. Has this path been, winding all over the place, or has it been like, there's turns, but we're mostly moving in one direction, mostly.
Gentle turns, nothing drastic, no hard lefts.
Okay.
Again, with my last perception thing, is there anything I noticed with the walls or like in the tunnels? Do I notice anything changing? Like if some of them look like they're made newer or original?
That would be a nature check.
Okay. Could I try that?
I would allow it.
Yeah.
Valir.
Oh. Yeah, just a 10.
Valir, I would say give me a wisdom check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Seven, you notice, kind of keeping track of what you've seen and kind of looking around you right now. No noticeable difference, honestly, in the stone.
Okay.
It's kind of rough. Doesn't look, it's not smoothed out or like man-made. There's no like braces or anything like that. But
Okay.
just kind of there. Valir, as you attempt to kind of close your eyes and tap into some combination of like the Leiatic energy or just like the stone itself, the elements that you are usually so in tune to. So you kind of close your eyes and start to concentrate onto it for a second. You start to get like just a bit of a headache, a little bit of a migraine over your eyebrow, like you're trying too hard for something that usually comes easy to you. And you don't get a response. No usable information comes from it.
I have no idea what happened just now.
All good.
No worries. So you kind of like pinch the bridge of your nose. You get a little bit of like the twinge of a headache coming on as you kind of stop trying to over focus on the rock around you.
Gotcha.
See Sonny kind of peeps up. Time's ticking. I only got about an hour on this. We should probably get moving.
All right, let's keep going.
So moving stealthily, not without a trace, is the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So group stealth check. Roll them.
Oh. I need 2 more.
John still, but it was good anyway.
Thank you.
fingers. Cool. As you all pick up the pace a little bit, you start moving forward once again. Another half hour or so goes by. Sunny is kind of still keeping an ear out, keeping his spell going. Valir and Seven at the front of the party as you guys are continuing to move on. About 60 or so feet ahead of you, you're coming up on it quickly. You can see you get that glimmer of when light is at the end of a tunnel. Like you are coming up on the end of something, but you can see kind of like that pinprick of like light that is denoting that there is something brightening the cavern up ahead. But it also opens to a wider space.
Cool.
Is someone going to scout ahead? And by someone, by someone, I obviously mean Simon.
I mean, he would be the best. I mean,
I think he's.
There's also Tinkers. He's also pretty stealthy.
How tall is the entrance? It's the same height as the cave, right? So like 10 feet, 15 feet?
Give or take, yeah.
He's smaller, but I imagine Simon would be less noticeable. I can send him a bit behind in case we need to scout high once he comes out. Tinkers, wait for Simon's signal. If you need to.
You got it, boss. Right, I'll move ahead. I'll take a look. Let you know what I see. You watch as Simon kind of slinks off into the shadow, keeping his back to one of the walls. If you are sending Tinker, I'll take it as current stealth check. That is fine. That works. He will continue on silently. How much gap is he in between him and Simon?
I'll say enough to close the distance in the air, so I'll call it 20 feet.
Cool. Half a minute goes by. Simon starts to come back with Tinkers. All right. Well, I'm assuming we're in the right place. I don't think there's many strongholds built into the side of this mountain, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say we're in the right place. If not, we're about to murder a bunch of something. I don't know.
Right. So we found it. Sonny, anything quite yet?
Nothing yet. Still looking. But if we get a little bit closer, I should hopefully should hopefully find something soon.
Suji, I think now would be a good time as we move forward.
Sounds good. If we do need to track again, do you think we should track Saishori or Zane? Zane's a little more important in case we run into.
Just remember though, it could be good to keep an eye on him, but our primary goal is to get her and get out if it comes to it. Speaking of which, I realize we're going to need to change things. Sunny will obviously need to be on the infiltration team.
Damn it!
Well, I'll
I would
cast
say.
that. Okay, I'll let you keep.
Sorry, I was just going to say I think then Katori could shift over. I'm Simon, I'm guessing your talents would be better utilized on the inside with us.
I mean, assuming there's some locks to be picked and some, quiet assassinations that may be done, that's usually where my talents are.
So, sorry, Suji, please continue.
Oh, I was just gonna cast Pass Without Trace. It might muffle our sounds a little. I don't think so. I don't cast Pass Without Trace.
How close do we need to be to?
I think 30. Close.
I believe it's within 30 feet of you.
30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet of me as the main.
A reminder to those on the infiltration side, stay close enough to Suji.
So, final decision for the party. Are you swapping Sunny with KFC or just taking Sunny?
Swapping sounds like
I'm
best.
open to feed. I was thinking swap, but I'm open to feedback from you guys if you guys think differently. If we want to overstack the infiltration team.
I mean, it doesn't really matter right now until we get a ping on Saishori.
Well, I guess I can help give you a little bit of a detail of what Simon saw. That might help decision making. So
Yeah.
Simon would come back to you. He lets you know. All right, further ahead, there is the cavern opens up quite a bit. Open air, kind of rough cut dome almost of an opening. About best I can gauge, 100 or so feet from this cave exit. There's like it's almost like a rampart. It's a castle wall, so it's fully kind of like half circled from one side of the cavern all the way to the other. There's a structure slightly beyond it. I wasn't able to clock how many, but I saw a little bit of movement on top of the wall. Nothing out front. We'd have to get a little bit closer. I didn't see the gate from our vantage point, so it's either further around one of the corners or possibly just we might just need to get closer. I only took a quick look. So I assume our goal should be, well, my thought would be infiltration team and shock and awe team split up. Shock and awe team attack the wall. We find our way inside. I don't know which route you want to do first. We could give ourselves as the infiltration team some time before shock and awe to try to get inside, which gives us a head start, but obviously more risky because all guards are not being drawn to a battle, but possibly not on alert yet. Vice versa, shock and awe goes first. Everyone's on alert. Should hopefully be running towards the wall. Might make infiltration easier. Shock and awe team needs to last longer. This is your guys' mission. I'm just here for support, so I'm gonna leave it up to you, to your friend. Those are the options that I see. Unless you guys have a different idea.
Attack the wall.
Well, we're attacking the wall regardless. The question is when we attack the wall. Right from the onset, or do we give the infiltration team time? And he's right, that could affect who we want to send with each group, depending on which way we go.
The other thing too, if we attack the wall first, they might be in more high alert around the precise sure is being kept hostage. So there might be more guards for the infiltration team. But of course, with Simon there, shouldn't be a problem, but still something to think about.
It's true. Could make getting Zaishori more difficult. But at the same time, with this many men under his employ, I have to imagine the prisoners are well guarded, no matter what.
Also true.
I don't think they're expecting an attack from within, though. I doubt they're gonna have more than like 5% of their men, 10% of the station near the halls or.
Depends how big the
Right,
place
wait,
is.
if we go the stealth route, we would need some sort of signal for the Sharkanaw team to attack. Is there any way we can do it while, sparing the spell? Maybe I can leave Tinkers to alert if we're close enough. Simon, did you see how far? Was there any way to tell beyond the wall, just looking into the distance, how far back, roughly, this place extends?
Like the whole scope of it.
Beyond the wall.
Best I can gauge from beyond the wall, it's about a 25, 30-foot courtyard that gets you to the actual like stronghold itself. The stronghold, hard to gauge. I can only see about 60 or so feet because it's kind of built into the back of the cavern. So you can only see like the front of it. I'm not sure how deep it goes.
Okay, so if we go the stealth method, then either Vinteth or I will just simply have to send a message to the Sharkanaw team to let them know to attack.
That sounds good. That sounds good for me.
Plus, they wouldn't be able to see due to the shadows.
So the last question being, do we keep Atori with us for some extra strength on the inside, or do we leave him with them so they have a better chance at surviving and sustaining the attack?
What's more important, the time we buy or the protection you have when you're in?
Well, if all goes well, who's to say? But the goal, if we go that route, is to be stealthy and get in without being caught. Maybe Katori, on the outside would be better there. Less people, smaller footprint as we go.
You should make me giant and I rip down the wall.
Oh my god, could we do that? Wait, because you have the bracers?
Did
No,
somebody
what-
say something about making somebody big? That's actually something I'm good at.
Oh,
no,
snaps.
no, I no longer have the bracers, but I can't. If I can see the wall
Going
from
to
here,
enlarge 7? I can enlarge 7.
well,
Yeah.
there you go, Seven. You could take a crack at that wall.
Yeah, but Brad, since I got Mason's tools, I can spot a weakness and still do double damage. As long as I can get a look from before we go in,
Nice.
there's a chance.
That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Or we go full shock and awe and never mind.
Yeah.
Have 7 tear down the wall.
Everybody should take
Okay,
Or at least
so
they'll be
I say
distracted by me being huge.
Katori stays with the team out front. It gives us time to attempt stealth going in. If things go to shit, we'll message you to attack.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right.
I'll say I don't have a problem where you guys want me to go. I'll be wherever you need me to be. I will say this. From the sounds of it, where do you reckon that Zane fellow might be?
Likely on the inside.
Somebody
you-
else in the infiltration team can take it. Can somebody else in the infiltration team pick a lock?
I see what you're saying. If Simon becomes occupied fighting him.
I don't. I'm not underestimating any of your abilities, but from the sounds of your last encounter with this gentleman, none of you are going to go toe to toe with him one on one. Now, it could be you just, if I'm not there, I don't mind you all just deciding to stay together and fight him as a party. But you will lose time.
Do Katori, if we take you and I kind of look at Seven, Valir, like, are you all comfortable out here, Sunny? Like, do you feel like you can make that work? Wait, so I'm sorry, it would be Seven, Valir, Sunny, and who else? If we
Babby.
take Katori?
The elves.
Babby, the
Oh.
elf, Nikolai, and Zolf.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
pretty solid.
Not-
That's still pretty solid.
And not Sunny if you need to take him to.
Oh yeah, I'm
the-
sorry, not Sunny. Babby and
Babby.
yeah. So I would look at you two then. Like, are you two comfortable with that arrangement? We'd be taking a lot of our strength with us on the inside.
You know Seven's fine with it.
It's a risk, but when in doubt, we know when to run. And
Yes,
as you
if need
know,
be.
I mean, listen, I'm quick enough, and Seven's on the go. He could carry anybody else who we need to carry. Vinteslo followers here, Nikolai, Babby. I could carry one of them. I think we could be quick enough to escape if we need to.
Okay.
I mean, also if it is needed, I couldn't start on shock and awe, and we can. If Seven's gonna punch a hole in the motherfucker, I could be the first one through the breach.
Seven, do you think you can take down that rampart?
DM, can I see it from where we are now or not yet?
From here, no. You guys kind of
Okay.
went. Simon came back to you
That's-
guys to kind of give you the
Oh.
skinny.
All right.
Can we move up enough to see it?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, with your group stealth check, I would allow it. So you guys kind of sneak up to, not all at once because you don't want to be like a crouching shadow kind of peeking through, but you can move up enough, a little bit at a time, a few at a time, to kind of get a peek of what it looks like. So it's kind of like, it's like almost like a semicircled wall that goes, around what you can see is a small.
How tall is it? The wall.
The wall itself, 25 feet.
24 feet.
How big am I when I get enlarged?
Doubled.
Huh? Okay.
So, however tall you are now, times 2.
Yeah. Oh. That's the interesting part.
So like 13 and a half feet, give or take.
Yeah. Okay. How does that affect my climbing ability?
Well, as you still do not have a climb speed.
Yes, I do.
You do have climb speed. Then
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Hell yeah, Mariner's feet.
So 7, are you planning on climbing the wall or breaking it down? I'd like to know whether to leave Victoria or not.
I can do both.
But which are you going to focus on?
Oh, well, let's see if I can spot a weak spot from here on the wall.
Hmm.
It says perception, and I need a 15 to see a weakness.
From this distance, disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
I can give him guidance at least for that. That's a D4 for you.
Okay. I don't fucking need it.
Oh man, 7 just
He
does
just
what
wants
he
to
wants.
fuck that wall up.
He wants to fuck that wall up real bad.
Scanning.
It even has a weakness.
There.
All right.
Yeah, you get a sense it is kind of further, as far away from like the ends are almost like reinforced because they're built into the cavern wall. So you know you need to get kind of towards the center of it a little bit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So get that signal. I will rage. I will be huge, and I will just beat the wall. After it comes down, I will climb the wall and throw the people off of it.
That sounds
Right,
like a
so-
good plan.
So here's a fun idea. It's a little bit crazy one, but it requires me to get real close. 7.
Yes.
I turn you and me invisible.
Ah.
And
I
then
like-
when we get up to the wall, I'm gonna have to drop the invisibility to make you big, and you drop the invisibility by punching the fucking wall.
I can do that.
Okay, so
That's what I got.
I don't think it can get more shocking than that.
They will be in awe.
Yeah. In awe of my tism. Let's go.
So we'll leave Katori with you then, and I guess we can signal him with the message. Hopefully, letting him know then to for you guys to go through and for him to make his way in towards us when he's able.
Right.
Yeah. Sounds solid to me. Does anybody have concerns or anything?
I'm just here.
Admittedly, Katori's got me concerned about Zane, making me just think we should just take him with us.
Yes.
Just
Um,
Just bring it down to votes. I don't want to make the call for everyone here. We're all putting our lives on the line, so speak up about it. I'll vote for Katori to come on the infiltration team.
Babby, would you be able to, if we need to retreat, do you have anything in your arsenal that we'll be able to leave?
Normally, yes. Right now, I can get myself and one other person kind of far away.
Okay.
I
How
mean,
how long does the goat last that Seven has?
Up
Should
to
be
like 24 hours. He's gonna
Oh.
be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Or,
The
what,
goat is
Yeah.
more likely to die before it actually is dying.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, and I would teach Seven the command word so he understands that if it dies, he could just reactivate it.
nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if you feel more comfortable taking Katori, in case Zane is there, then by all means, since you guys are gonna be like more enclosed, tight quarters and stuff, definitely there's not much running away for you guys, as opposed to us. If he's on our side, we can definitely book it. I feel like.
wait, so the
I am
stealth team is me, Ravi, and Simon. Who else?
Vintef.
Vintef.
Mentas.
And Sunny, because Sunny's the person trying to find Sexual.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like a pretty powerful
So
army
is he
right
just?
there.
So is basically Sunny just trying to buff Seven, then go back to the infiltration team?
Babby's buffing Seven.
Yeah.
Sunny,
Oh,
Sunny
Sunny's
Seven
oh,
with you
sorry,
totally
yeah,
guys.
with you
yeah,
guys.
fine, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Too
Sunny's
many
using.
spellcasters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I would assume that Simon has some kind of disengage, and all three of us could just see stuff. We do
If
run
we get
into.
if we're infiltrating the stronghold, we could easily get surrounded.
Mhm.
I
That's
just want us to have something up our sleeve if the stealth plan goes awry. When I really think about it, I realize how much more easily we could be screwed if we get caught on the inside.
yeah,
We don't
definitely.
have a couple of very strong fighters with us.
I agree. Again, 7 and 9, the others have a little bit more open space to run around. You guys don't know what you guys are going to encounter. It could be amazing there for all we know. So, if you guys need the extra muscle, then I say go for it.
If you guys feel that way, I will vote for Katori to come with us.
Vote for him to go with you too.
I literally do not care.
Okay. Are we
Yeah.
are we ready?
Yep.
Valia, I'll message you, or Vinteth will message you when it's time.
Okay. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a second. We don't need to do that. I will reach in my bag of holding, and I will. I completely fucking forgot I had this item. I literally just looked at my sheet. Yeah. I will pull out the Horn of Silent Alarm.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yep.
and he comes in clutch.
So, Valia, when I blow this, when we're on the inside, it will send a signal to you silently, and you'll know to attack.
Gotcha.
Oh, yes. That's so clutch. I totally forgot about that.
That 600 feet is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
I can dig it.
That's interesting. Oh, I see. You can just send the signal multiple times. It has 4 charges, so I'm just thinking out loud. Valia, the first one will be for an attack.
Okay.
If I signal again, we have found Zaishori. A third time if we're getting out.
Sounds good.
This whole time, Seven's talking about Babby about how excited he is to be invisible and then a literal giant to smash down a wall.
Now, once you guys are getting out, Where should we all meet up?
At the cave entrance, if possible.
Okay.
If we're forced to run, then you know,
Suji, this might be a you question, I suppose. Do you have a way of manipulating rocks if we were leaving in a hurry and don't want people to follow us?
He's on the
Chris on the phone, so
yeah.
that is Simon's question to
Yeah.
the druid.
Yep.
Manipulating rocks.
Which I would assume.
I mean, I suppose at worst
He
case,
has
Seven,
he
you can
has
stop
he has
punching
wall of
the
stone.
shit.
He has like wall of stone or something, right? Or move. Wait, can you do that with the cantrip?
No, not fast.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I mean, I suppose if since you can't do it by magic controlled, Seven, you can also just start punching tunnels behind
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
A little bit more dangerous, but effective.
Yeah. I will. I think I talked about that earlier. Yep.
Yeah, worst case scenario, me and Seven stay back, keep punching a bunch of rocks, and we make a cave in, and then I dimension doors to the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Gently high fives, fatty.
Oh, thanks, Seven.
Chris, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
So Simon asked if you could, block the tunnel if we needed to.
I could put some thorns on the ground, but not really block it. Stack some animals on top of each other. Make a tower of bears.
He summons the
Right.
bears. Oh boy, boss, what are
Not-
we doing today?
Not quite what I had in mind, but we'll keep that in mind. Bear totem.
Are
Cool.
we
Yes.
Are we ready? Is everyone on the stealth team ready to go?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Suji, if you'd be so kind.
I will start leading the way with Pass Without.
Mm-hmm.
Just confirming, plan is stealth team is going to try to infiltrate first, and then once a signal is given, the shock and awe team is going to
Attack.
raise hell.
Yep.
All right. So for my infiltration team, I would like a stealth check plus 10 to your stealth rolls for pass without a trace.
Oh baby.
Dang.
Oh, baby, oh.
And then I'm leaving Tinkers out and in scouting position so he can, once they attack, he can
Yep.
do his thing. So I'll leave him behind.
Rolling for Simon, KFC, and Sunny.
My roll not go through?
No.
Nope.
I do not see
Oh,
it.
weird. One sec.
What is the stickers?
Oh, now yeah. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Cool. 28, 25, 17. Them from your PCs. Tori with a respectable 33.
Pretty good. Simon is completely invisible times 10 this time.
Sunny 24.
Nice.
Nice.
Simon 46.
Oh.
Impressive.
Jeez Louise.
Simon continues to be a freaking ghost, man.
Rogues, man. Cool. So, as the 6 of you start to approach the front, the rest of you sit behind, preparing yourselves for the signal and the frontal assault. Meanwhile, Sai Shori.
Hello.
You've just been dropped back off in your cell by Brial after your conversation. Due to your fine ability to speak with your eyes, you convince kind of Norman to keep up the charade, to continue to berate you for being a traitor, for her being a traitor. Brial kind of grabs your hand and asks you to stay strong as she continues to just work out the details with Zane. But she will be back and she'll get you out of here, and then you two can really discuss what is to come next for this plan and how two of you are going to help reshape the thoughts and feelings of Zephyral. As she kind of pats your hand and gives you a small smile, she exits the prison chambers. You find yourself here, again, in your cell. Norman is across the way. You can see him. You know that Breath is in the chamber to your right. Somewhere further down, you know Lyle and names. Tefet are kind of in their separate chambers. Is there anything you wish to do in this moment? You hear kind of that loud door, not slamming shut, but closing heavy, because it's kind of like that big steel door. But it is just to your knowledge, just the 5 of you here in these prison cells. Norman kind of looks over and like, I'm sorry, did I go too far? I kind of called you a bitch. I didn't mean to call you a bitch.
Norman, you're good.
Okay, you know, I meant it about her, but I didn't, you know.
It's okay. I love the energy. You're doing a really good job. Great job.
I appreciate it. So what the fuck is going on?
She's a crazy bitch. That's what's going on.
She is a bitch, right? Okay, just making sure we're all on the same. Okay, cool. Good.
My heart hurts for her a little bit. She's very traumatized. She has a really skewed perception of the pilgrimage, Zephyral, tieflings, and what she's doing. Apparently, she's been doing this for a really long time, and somehow she convinced herself that this is the way to get Zephyral to make the pilgrimage safer. I'm telling you, man, she's a little crazy.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't sound sane. Yeah, it sounds like a person who's had one too many, I guess. But I don't mean to, like, what's happening? What's happening to us now?
Well, we're not going to be moved for a couple days at least. The auction. In the end, we said in 4 days.
Mhm.
The auction isn't until another 4 days. So we have at least like a day or two. My friend assured me that there's. Hopefully, my friends are coming to get us. She got together somebody, some people, someone. I don't know who. Okay, I'm assuming it's my friends.
I mean, anybody's a good start, I suppose. Definitely. It's nice to know that somebody's coming. Now, whether they catch us here or down the road, I suppose that's you know, the lot we're dealt right now. But
We just need to sit tight for a little bit at least. If anything happens, I'll try my best to get you guys out of the cells. But after that, I really can't guarantee anyone's safety or what happens, especially with like the number of people we saw out there. I don't know how big or small this rescue team is gonna be. So if once I get you guys out of the cells, just make a beeline. Sneakily if you have to, just stay out the way. I'll do my best to keep you guys safe, but it's not a promise that I can make for sure.
I appreciate all I'm, all I'm looking for is a chance. Give me a chance, and again, if they come for me, at least the first one's going to get a good. And you see, he is completely shaved down one of the bed legs of his cot into. It essentially looks like a steak. Like he is ready to steak somebody.
Hey, can you make me one of those too?
Hell yeah, I can make you one of these. It's gonna take me a little bit, but yeah, I got this one good. It's like you see, like it has like a little bit of a grip to it. It's like it's a good
You're
one.
so talented.
Yeah, when you don't got a lot growing up, you kind of improvise a little bit. You can see, and he's like, and connection's a little bit iffy, but you see, you watch as like the end of it starts to kind of glow a little bit.
Wait, glow?
Yeah.
Norman, how do you get it to glow? Why is it glowing?
Oh, that's a little bit of a boon lesson, I guess, if you will.
Say that again?
So it's a boon. It's a a blessing.
Who blessed it?
Oh, that's kind of like give me an insight check.
Norman, if you have something that can help us, you can't hold down on me. Okay, let's see. Bam.
Yeah. Look, a lot of people find it silly, but I'm a little bit. Uh, yeah, I grew up a little bit ingrained to the old ways, and well, you see, I have our upbringing wasn't as bad as I've heard others. There was a small church in our hometown that I always kind of visited, uh, and I found comfort in kind of the teachings of the sacrifice and that kind of ideology of somebody who was always looking out for everybody else. Um, so as I grew older and kind of wanted to protect Tefet and my people in my town, I kind of I swore my own oaths. I made my own decisions. I'm a I'm a I'm a follower of the sacrifice, and I know that has kind of grown a little bit out of touch recently to people. That's kind of
Sorry,
where I fall.
a follower of the what?
The sacrifice.
What is that?
You know what that is. You know what that is. Because I know what that is. I made sure you all know what that is.
You may give me a religion check if you would like. Cool. The sacrifice is, for all intents and purposes, considered a deity of them. It is a fundamental part of the day of Vertibog. The idea that as part of the payment for the gods that wanted to create their own beings, that every 6 years on the day of Vertibog, each of the races essentially had to pay tribute to Crowan. So it is when the sacrifice is kind of this entity, this being, this belief, the fact that all those that are sacrificed to this promise incorporate the deity itself. It is not a single entity, it is the souls, the memory, the appearance, the act of the sacrifice.
So is he a paladin or something else?
I would say with your insight check, he appears to be a paladin. It's not a hard thing for you to notice. Somebody who took an oath to to a deity, and you know that glow, while different, still hits familiar. You know what I mean?
Don't be embarrassed, Norman. I guess I have my own oaths too.
You know, I appreciate that. It's again, it's not an embarrassment of being a paladin. I love being a paladin. It's more so just you know, it's fallen out of favor to be, I guess, to glorify and you know, reverence to the sacrifice. Even though so many people do it in lip service nowadays, I truly do believe it. You know, it's kind of place I've been, so I'm kind of looks around it. It's like, yeah, I totally feel the idea of sacrificing and suffering and forgiveness. Except for Brielle, that bitch is gonna die. Like, there's no forgiveness for her. She's gonna take a to the gut.
Okay, well, I have to inform you, we can't kill her. She enslaved probably hundreds of tieflings, and she has a book that says where every single one of them went. And I told her she has to go and atone and basically free the tieflings that she enslaved.
And I stab her once. Like, that's not
Yeah.
gonna kill her.
Yes. No vital
All right.
organs. If she has a limp after the fact, that's fine.
Yeah, that sounds like suffering to me. I can appreciate that and accept that as proper tribute for the pain and suffering she's brought upon me and my sister and the
Mm-hmm.
rest of y'all.
So it sounds like I can count on you and your sister's beautiful songs to get these people as far as they can from here.
I can certainly fight. Tefed has always been good with words and inspirations of types. And we'll do our best to get Lyle and Breath out of here. I know they're not, the fighting type. Yeah, we got this. We'll get outside and try to rendezvous with whoever's coming to help us and kind of get the fuck out as best we can. Doesn't sound like. I mean, we've only heard the five of us here, so there's. I'm hoping there's nobody else that's just being real quiet. But hey, anybody else here? No. Yeah, no, there's nobody else here.
I'll be okay. Are you guys still gonna try and get to Zephyr after this?
and we're gonna. It's it's one of those weird things. Like we're gonna try, but without Brial, without one of our guides, it's gonna be real tough to. We're just gonna be wandering the desert, I guess. So I'd love to get there. I'd love to get to Fett there, and she can. I know that's. I'm assuming Breath and Lyle have nowhere else to go after this. So that's probably we'll reassess. Depends on what we get out of here with. We don't got any supplies. It's gonna be real hard to travel a desert. But yeah, I want to get there.
If I see you after this, maybe we can figure something out. It's weird, but my guide is still with me. He got poofed.
I'm
but
sorry, what?
He's still with me somehow.
Like here? Like he's the. Do you have an invisible horse?
Not necessarily. It's hard to explain, but he's here. I think I can rematerialize him again at some point, but I've talked to him after he poofed. It sounds nuts, but he's there.
I mean, I've heard nutser, so it's it's not out of the realm of possibility. I've never, when I lost my guide, I can't say I was ever contacted again to do that, but huh.
Yeah, it's weird. No, I've never heard of it. I thought that as soon as he poofed, that's it. That's usually how it goes, right?
That's how we've been told. Yeah, it's once you either go into the waste and then come out, or once the guy dies, that's it. That's your one shot, and then you either got to do. That's the only reason we sought out Brial was last time we were here, our guides got fucking destroyed, and we were lucky to get out with our lives. Um,
Well,
Again.
hopefully we'll figure this out. Shit's weird.
Yeah, and it's definitely what. It's a good thing to look forward to, because honestly, that's about all we got right now.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But again, I'll try and get everyone out their cells whenever whoever shows up. Um, do you think you could break out of this cell by yourself?
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I tried to do the entire hour you were gone. Them some heavy steel bars, and they are deeply embedded into this rock. Um, I either need a key or something a bit stronger than a pokey stick.
Okay, so he can't Misty Step.
No.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But for now, get some rest. I'm gonna go ahead and start carving one of these bed legs for you.
Thank you.
You hear as there's a large, a loud crack as you are assuming he's just pull the bed leg off of his bed and just as he starts whittling away. Is there anything else you want to do in your cell at the moment, Saishuri?
In my cell. It's still the same day, right? I already talked to Viesa.
Yes.
Um, I think I'm good.
Okay. As you take a moment to kind of rest yourself and just take in, unsure of, the message you've gotten out to Viesa. You've had a little bit of contact with Ravi. They're close. You take in the information you've gathered from your conversations with Brial, now with Norman, and the little bit of a conversation you had with Draconis last night, and you kind of just wait your time. You sit here in stoic, paladin silence as you just take in the surroundings and what is to come. Stealth team.
Yeah.
Aye, aye.
Yes.
As the six of you, skirted in shadow, start to approach, you exit out of this tunnel. You can see kind of like the ambient light that's coming from, you're assuming braziers or firelight or torch and lanterns inside that kind of echoes throughout this chamber. There is still pockets of darkness, and that's what you six are kind of like dodging through using the spell that Suji's cast is pulling literal shadow to your form as it clings to you. Simon leads you through caverns and or through open air and into darkness and out of darkness as you all quickly approach the wall. As you do, you take some time. I would like investigation checks for everybody, for the six of you. So, Vinteth, Ravi, and Suji, and the three NPCs.
Also, Benteth.
Yo.
Yeah. What's your? Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. That makes sense. Sorry, I was looking at your stealth roll earlier.
That's another trace plus 10, yes.
Yeah. Investigation checks. Oh boy.
Oh
A lot of
boy.
pressure on me, guys. A lot of pressure on you, boy. Man.
Hopefully you carry this and it's not an average because fuck me.
Yeah.
Fuck
I'm,
me.
I'm hoping this is not a group check. That just one of us needs to notice whatever the thing is that we need to notice right now. Which I'm guessing is how to find this gate. Or other entrance. That meant. Could be a gate. Could be a tunnel. I mean, these guys love their tunnels.
They do love their tunnels. Like mole people. Cool. Cool.
Let me check my rolls. Bam, bam. Oh god.
Is that
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
All right, Ravi.
Yeah. And no one else by the sound of it?
Well, as the six of you hit the wall, you start to kind of like scan it real quick. You and Simon kind of lock eyes. He kind of whispers over to you. We have two options. You can see this too as he's kind of pointing this out to you.
Mhm.
The gate's up ahead, probably about 70 feet from here.
Mm-hmm.
We can either attempt to hit the front gate. We're gonna have to open it and get inside. Quietly, preferably, obviously. Or we can hit one of the corners and scale the wall and hop off to the other side.
25 feet up. I guess either way, getting through is going to be challenging. Sorry, Alan, I gotta just check the old spell history.
Sonny goes, I mean, if we do it quiet, we can fly.
Oh, that's right. You can get all of us.
I could. I'm gonna have to recast locate creature on Saishori afterwards, but if it's worth it to get us over the wall without having to interfere with the gate, I could do it.
Yeah. Probably better to go over the wall if we have the option.
Silent guy looks like, all right, we sneak to the corner. We sneak over to the corner there. cast fly on all of us, we one at a time just hop over, cling to the inside of the wall. Do not pursue until we have everybody over, okay?
Mm-hmm. That way we can all stay close to Suju.
Yeah. Cool. You all make your way, kind of scurrying into the darker shadow into that corner. As you're all together, Sunny drops his spell. About halfway, as you're kind of skirting the wall, Sunny goes, I got her. She's down. Down.
Down from where we are right now.
Further down, and he kind of points inward, like basically underneath the castle.
Yeah.
You gotta get in, get down.
Right, so we're going underground. Even further.
We're already underground. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, as you kind of pass that halfway point on this, like, western side of the stronghold, you get to that corner. Sunny goes, looks at all of you, and is like, all right, we're ready.
Ready.
All right. He goes ahead and casts fly on enough of you that between you can either fly and carry people over. I would like one more group stealth check for everybody here with pass without a trace.
Yep.
The 6 of you. Quickly. I would also like perception checks. 3 of you.
Mhm.
As you all, one at a time, fly over the wall. You get to the other side. You quickly, again, using the clinging shadow to your bodies, gut over the wall, cling to the inside, and get down. The 6 of you find yourself on the inside. Ravi, as you are coasting over the wall, you look down. Was unable to see this from the vantage point at the top of this kind of hill looking down from the tunnel. You easily clock on this length of this wall 8 or so guards currently are throughout the kind of like the long stretch of it. There's about 8 or so guards that are currently moving back and forth, keeping watch.
Okay.
But none of them seem to notice you as you all kind of get back. The 6 of you together on the other side of the wall. Simon looks up, waits for a beat to see if you were noticed. All right, so far so good.
One step at a time.
Sunny looks out at you. Do we want to keep fly on us for emergencies for now, and then do the low-key
Yes.
creature once we get inside?
That sounds like a good plan. Let's keep the flight, and we can have you use that again once we're closer to finding out where she really is beneath the depths of that stronghold.
That sounds like a plan. As the party continues, the 6 of you flying, hovering, keeping quiet inside. You go through this courtyard to the front gates of this actual castle. You can see there is an open doorway with the doors not shut. This is not going to be a group stealth check for you to quietly make your way inside through the front doors. This is individual stealth. Everybody go ahead and give me a stealth check. I will keep pass without a trace, assuming Suji is trying to keep close to enough people as they enter.
Yeah, we've talked about specifically doing.
Yep. Six of you start to make your way inside. You start to wait until you see guards are passing the front gate, essentially. You slip your way inside one at a time. Vinteth, Ravi, yeah, and Suji. Half of you are inside. Ravi, you're inside. Simon and Sunny have made it inside.
Mm-hmm.
Suji, you're kind of being the pivot person, so that way everybody's within 30 feet of you for pass without a trace. Vinteth, as
Yeah.
you start to coast around the corner, you got the signal to go. The guard with the back was turned. You go a little bit too quick. Your shoulder armor clips the side of the wall. There's a little bit of a ding as your armor kind of hits the stone wall. There's two guards stationed here. They both start to turn to look at you. In this moment, what do you all do? Vinteth, you are currently in the doorway. Ravi, Sunny, and Simon are on the inside of the doorway. Katori and Suji are on the outside of the doorway. Two guards who are kind of like on pace hear a noise from you clipping the wall. What do you all do?
How close are they to us?
Within 45 feet.
45 feet.
Um,
Is it just two, or is it two
There are just-
looking with six with them?
There are just two patrolling the front gate. You don't see anybody in the open foyer that Ravi has moved into yet. It's just these two guys that are like guarding the front door, essentially.
That doesn't work.
I'm thinking of blowing the horn.
Can we
Somebody's got something.
can
I'm
we
gonna
turn
wait for
into
a split second
surprise
before I
attack
blow
them?
this horn?
It's not so much a surprise attack. It is you have an action right now. This is like you guys are perceptions high enough to realize that you have been caught. What are you doing in this moment? You have two guards standing there. What do you want to do? That might affect the rest of your infiltration mission.
I'm gonna blow the horn.
Okay, so use your action to blow the horn. You're targeting Valir.
Yes.
So Ravi blows the horn. Suji, Vinteth, and then I'll do Simon, Sunny, and KFC.
I'm going to turn like, oh shit, and blind both of them.
Okay. So blindness.
Yep.
Con save.
That is indeed a con save.
I rolled a 3 and a 6.
That's both a fail.
Nice.
Okay, so they are currently, as they turn to look at you, suddenly blinded. Suji, are you doing anything?
Attacks have advantage.
Yes.
And I've seen no one else around me, right? Like no other guards that are like super close to us.
There's the couple that you knew were on the wall. That's a little further away, and you
Mm.
don't see. You don't have visual inside yet. Only Ravi, Sunny, and Simon. Because you're kind of like the pivot point for Pass Without Trace.
I'm basically gonna dash towards them and have like the pass without trace like surround them to try to like silence the area. And I guess I'm gonna throw out a basic attack.
It's rare. That's not how Pass Without Trace works. It's cast on the people that are
Just-
around you when you first cast the spell.
Radiating from you, masking your duration. Oh, you choose. So
Yeah.
I can only choose at the beginning.
Correct.
I think either way, that's basically gonna move to be my move. Just
Nice.
run up and attack.
Give
Or
me an
I
attack.
kind of want to look like. Does anyone else look like they're about to like jump these guys?
You would not get that information. This is a split second
Mm.
decision. Like you
Yeah.
heard intense armor,
Okay.
you saw them start to turn. Everybody's making the same decision at the same time. So I just need you to make your decision first.
I'm gonna go up and just scythe attack.
You do have the advantage because they are blind.
That's the number I've been looking for so long. But of course, they're full health.
They are full health. So this is not gonna do it. But
Since I never get crit. Oh, it already rolled the crit for me.
it did, yeah. You rolled max on the crit, which is nice.
So it's like for the one or whatever. And then the other one. Bam.
Dear God.
That's some serious butt action right there.
Hey.
Can't be stopped. Won't be stopped. Doesn't even know how to stop.
Mhm.
Cool.
Damn, both the basic hits are. I'm just wondering if it calculated correctly yet.
It did. You are human. You are elf form. Cool. Simon's gonna go murdering. Yeah. Doesn't crit, but does hit. Ori goes slashing, does hit, and also hits. Or which he does, and he's bad. And 30. Okay. So here's what happens. Suji, you rush in, slash him twice after, Vinteth blind him. Ravi, you pull out the horn, you start blowing, thinking about Folier. Two guards get blinded. Suji, you run in, you hit him once with the scythe, hit him once with the butt. They're blind, they don't know what to do, they start to freak out a little bit. As they start to freak out, Simon slits up behind one of them, slashes him twice. Guy starts to go down, but not fully. Katori comes up, hits the other guy twice. Bop, bop. He starts to go down. They're both still barely hanging on to life. And as they start to kind of turn to start yelling into the room, you watch Ravi, a spell you are familiar with. You watch as Sunny comes around the corner and goes, no, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. They had 30 HP left. Between the two of them, he rolled a 36.
Nice.
You watch as both guards go to start yelling and like, Sunny goes, okay, yeah, we need to fucking go. Kill them, I don't care, but we gotta go.
Just so everyone's aware, I blew the horn, so Valia's going to be attacking soon. Just so we may need to be prepared to rush out of the way if there's soldiers coming to reinforce. So let's get moving.
Cool. Valir, at this moment, you guys are standing in the cave. They've been gone for probably 10, 15 minutes.
Mhm.
You get a ringing in your ears.
Okay.
So you assume the silent alarm has been triggered.
Yep. So I gather mainly just Seven and Babby. I'm sure the other ones will follow once we start attacking. I heard the alarm. Ravi just sent it off. That is our cue to start attacking. So whatever plan you guys have, go for it. I will follow behind.
Yeah, it's go time. Ready, Kevin?
Yeah.
Cool. He hits you and himself with invisibility.
Hey, we're gonna get up to that wall.
Cool. I need you and Babby to give me stealth checks with advantage because you're both invisible.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, no.
One's too excited for the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's being
he's
so
like,
loud right now.
I must smash.
Valir, you hear in the distance, clank, clank, clank.
7.
Cool. Seven and Babby start to make their move. Valir, you have the elves and Nikolai and Zoth with you.
Mhm.
As they start to make their way towards the wall, the infiltration team, you are inside. Babby kind of like, looks to all, or I'm sorry, Sunny looks to all of you, looks at the two sleeping guys on the ground. Are we leaving them there? We're just gonna keep going, right?
Yeah, just press on.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. You watch as he starts to recast locate creature.
Is there anywhere to hide their bodies?
No, there's an open foyer.
All right. Fuck them.
Okay. As all of you start to continue away, sneaking inside, Babby, as you go about 30 or so feet through this kind of like open hallway, you're seeing like different offshoots, different chambers. You're taking in this kind of like, again, large space, stone and marble, kind of well carved. You're seeing stained glass windows are on the inside, kind of decorating all the halls. There's these large stone pillars that are holding everything in place. As you kind of snake your way inside, keeping to the shadows, that Suji's spell is still clinging to all of you. As Sunny finishes the spell, I got her. I got her. We got it. This way. Let's go. Come on. Come on. As he continues, guys, inside. 7. You and Babby hit the wall. You can see and hear. Actually, give me a perception check real quick. 7.
All right. Normal.
Nat
23.
20. Fantastic. 7. You are an invisible juggernaut clanging your way towards the wall. You can see that there's action on top of it. They hear you. They know you are coming, but do not know where you are because you are just invisible, clanging throughout this cavern. You and Babby get to the wall. He looks to you. He watches you start to wind up. He goes, "You ready? You ready? We doing this?"
Oh yeah.
Fuck
We're
yeah.
doing
As you start to bring your fist forward, you watch as he taps you on the shoulder. Invisibility on him drops, so he appears first. So
Yeah.
all the guards go, "On the wall! Get the gnome!" As he is floating in midair because he's on your shoulder.
Yeah.
They all watch as he springs up another 6.5 feet as you grow in size under him. They're like, he's coming closer. Seven, give me an attack roll against the wall
All right.
Yeah, attack that wall.
with advantage. Sure,
Advantage.
why not? You're invisible. It's a wall. Fuck it. Go for gold.
19
Nice.
for 16, 21.
So wait, what's the extra damage you do to structures?
Oh, it doubles because I
Oh,
found the weak spot.
I see.
It's not guaranteed every time, but I have to look at it. But I also got a 23 on perception. I know exactly where that is.
Yes, you do.
I don't think it will double the force damage, but that's not up to me.
Sure it does.
Yeah.
Doubles all damage to the wall.
It's force.
Yeah.
The big fist coming through a big wall.
Right.
Yeah.
Do not doubt yourself when it comes to destroying walls.
Oh yeah.
Headphones died. They're plugged in now. I can hear you. Let's fucking go. All right, so that is a 13 points of damage doubled because,
Yeah.
you found the weak spot.
Yeah. And I get to keep going, right?
That is your first attack, yeah.
Yeah. For another 32.
32.
And then another what,
Jeez.
28.
Get that wall, Seven.
Damn straight.
Yeah. As they look down at the flying Babby, who is kind of just, again, hovering in space, they feel and watch as that first strike hits the wall, and as your knuckles boom, you watch as from your knuckles back the invisibility drops, so your arm starts to become visible up to your body. They now see you standing at your full 14-foot tall form
Yeah.
as you come down with a second and a third haymaker. On the third one, you watch as the wall starts to crumble beneath your fist. You see the one person on top of the wall at that spot is going to make a dexterity saving throw and fail horribly. You watch as he starts coming
Yes.
down with the rock and tumble of the rock. So there's one dude at your feet, kind of half covered in rubble.
Yeah.
Is he prone?
Yes. The most definition of prone. I, for the sake of this, would like everybody to roll initiative as soon as I switch over the map here.
All right.
Yep.
He's
That
prone
includes
as in
inside
his.
team? Or is that just outside team?
Map has been changed. Need to turn some fog of war off real quick.
It's very foggy.
Very foggy. Look, I'm in Silent Hill, bro. What is this?
He's gonna reveal the spooky creatures to us.
Where's Pyramid Head? Is it 7?
Yeah. As far as they know.
Is it supposed to be all black?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fog
that's
of war.
the fog of war. That's what he's talking about.
Right.
He's gonna remove it. And I'm gonna get another drink.
I'll roll the initiative.
Ah.
Go to the
so-
bathroom.
So, for those of you at the wall, come on, work with me. Roll 20.
Ooh,
Gotta wait for your tokens, you fucks.
yeah. It was clicked and then I refreshed. A 7.
There's
rolled
no
a 7.
token. It's a black screen.
You leave me alone. I'm excited.
We get to fight. And 7 one-tap that fucking wall.
Yeah.
Well, one turn, but you know,
fuck
same
fuck
deal.
this spot in particular.
Yeah.
He
Mason's
took down
tool.
that wall in 6 seconds.
Hey. Fine.
Imagine being that guy who got tossed down. Like, oh, there's a gnome floating at me. Boom, boom, boom. What the
All
fuck,
of a
man?
sudden, a 15-foot or 14-foot tall
Yeah.
7 appeared.
Terrifying. Scared
and
for him.
He fell off a wall and into the rubble.
You're all going to die down here.
If this were a sitcom, they'd be showing him talking to the guy next to him like, "Man, I hate wall duty. It's always
Yeah.
so boring."
Why won't you work?
Nothing ever happens like when I'm on guard duty on the wall, man.
Yeah. So boring.
Is that a gnome?
Imagine if this wall just randomly fucking shattered.
Yeah.
Those shrooms are stronger than I thought. I see a flying gnome.
Bear with me. Technical difficulties with Fog of War.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
I want to do this little bit by little bit, but it's not going to let me, is it?
Should, but you know, sometimes.
Could you draw shapes and put them over the part we're not supposed to see?
It's not allowing me to use the reveal area, which is supposed to be I make this area and I hit enter and it reveals it. Fucking roll 20.
Roll 20.
It's not
Fuck
working
it.
on refresh either.
We're doing it the other way.
So have any of us tried the
I promise to just look at my corner if you tell me how far our
Yeah.
border extends.
Have we tried the Discord implementation yet or no?
Not yet.
Oh,
I can see the wall.
All right.
the wall.
Pay no attention to the bottom part of the map.
Okay. Will do.
Adjusting, I'm
At
adjusting.
the top part of the map. Fabby. Here. 7. Here and big.
Yeah.
Bam.
Hell yeah.
That's a big 7.
Everybody else, not on current. That's where you guys are.
Yeah.
And let me throw on my initiative tool. That's what we need.
Oh, it worked.
Yeah.
What worked?
They rolled initiative without clicking on their token, but it added it to the
I did
tracker.
click on my- I did. My
How do you
token
see
was
your token on a black screen? Fuck you.
Because it glowed. I see my health
It-
bar. My name.
Yeah,
That's
what
it.
I saw that too.
I didn't
Yeah.
see mine. Well, fuck you.
You didn't click your guy, did you?
I couldn't see him to click him.
Clicked him before.
Yes.
Oh, dang.
Weird.
Fast.
So y'all can go
Fast.
ahead and roll initiative.
All of us now, including inside.
Yes, everybody.
Okay. Okay.
Because we're going to be playing a couple maps at the same time.
Let's go.
Why am I always below a
Split the
fucking
fuck.
10?
Look, man, I just need 2
Really?
more 7s. Be fine.
And my D8.
This
Shit,
includes you,
I beat
Saishori.
Valir.
This includes you, Saishori.
Oh, all right, okay.
Also, 3 maps.
3 maps.
Three
let's go.
maps. 3 maps.
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wait,
Sounds
that's
like
2
a plan.
7s. That's 2 7s.
no, it's different.
I know.
You got-
I know.
I know. I got so excited. I've rolled a lot of them today.
So, 7, as you crack down 3 times on the wall, you watch as it starts to crumble. One of the guys who's on top of it, like,
Yeah.
comes down in front of you. Several people on the wall are looking down, like, intruder! The bells and whistles start going off. All of you inside, and those that you were still in the tunnel. So, Valir, basically everybody who's not 7 and Babby,
Yeah.
start to hear the crashing of the wall, the rocking of this kind of, structure that's happening. Valir, you look back at the elves and Nikolai behind you. You know that's your signal to start moving your way inside. Those of you inside, Ravi, Suji, Vinteth, and your 3 NPCs that are with you, hear kind of echoing through the halls as you guys continue to snake your way inside based on your horn call. Within probably 30 seconds to a minute, the wall starts crumbling down. You hear the loud crashings of set making contact. Sunny starts to point you in a direction, like, yeah, we gotta go down this way. Sunny's pointing you to where you need to go. Saishori, in the prison cell, you start to hear kind of low rumblings. You start to hear the crashing of stone as it hits the ground and is crumbling around above you. As you start to kind of wonder what that noise was, you hear the click of a cell door. You start to hear light footsteps coming from the left side of you. As you're kind of wondering what's happening in this moment, you see a very short, no longer hooded individual. I suppose that's our cue to start acting. Let me get you all out of these cells.
Hell yeah.
Saishori, what you see come into focus, hood off of his kind of head, a palish pink skinned single double horned tiefling, probably no more than 3 feet tall. Individual. It's kind of working his way up the jail cells. You see he has picks in his hand. Sorry about all the fuss. I think we are going to go ahead and get all of us out of here.
Who are you?
Sorry, proper introductions probably do. Lyle Greyhole.
Lyle? It's Lyle.
They never suspect the children. Don't worry, I'll get you out of here in a minute.
What does mom say? Birth?
Breath.
Breath?
Who the fuck is Lyle?
Kid.
The kid.
I literally just said it.
Yeah, but I don't remember who that is. What
Oh
kid?
my god. The tieflings that been with him the whole time. It's like, oh, he's afraid.
Oh,
The one at the yeah.
I
The,
forgot. I forgot he existed. Yeah.
Connect the dots.
You call it the breath.
Yeah.
How old is your son? Is this an actual child?
Yeah, mommy. Go ahead and tell her. God, I hate this ruse.
Oh my gosh, is this from Day Pharrell? Are these from Day Pharrell? Are these for operatives?
As Lyle starts to pick locks, he releases you and Norman and Defet and Breath. As you all find yourselves here in the middle of this jail cell, as the calamity goes on outside, as the infiltration team starts to make their way deeper inside, that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh,
Damn.
Man.
Good time.
Yeah, get confirmation.
I broke the wall.
So this is the classic movie third act right here, where you got the simultaneous storylines going on, hitting their climax at the same time, a literal wall being brought down. I mean, come on. You can't get any better than that.
Our own Ocean's 11, dude.
Yeah. How many do we need?
We got Attack on 7 going on.
Oh my god, it's perfect.
Hey, Elvira said she knew of the situation.
So she knew the whole fucking time. Sorry.
I let Brielle know.
Oh my god, yeah. Imagine we all just turned like, nah, you know what? Brielle's got a point.
From the beginning.
Too bad from our knowledge he dies on sight, so sure he never told us her.
Terrible.
I politely suggested we turn her over to Zay Farrell, but I don't know if anyone's gonna listen to me with everything that's happened so far.
For anybody who's still on Roll20, this is Lyle. This is our little tieflin boy.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Old.
Oh, to see,
enough.
actually. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Gotta find out next week.
And a grown man.
Yeah.
Just got dwarfism. He's a half breed,
Mixed
maybe.
race.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like the halfling tiefling.
Tieflings can be any race, including halfling and gnome.
Right.
Oh man, that's so
They could be some
awesome.
demon blood.
Yep.
Hell
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
I just completely did not register that for a second. I was like, huh? Oh yeah. Fuck.
Like nobody ever checks the children.
Yeah.
Talk to your NPCs. Ask if they have dwarfism. How old are they actually?
Yeah, it worked
So-
out.
But we will continue the 3-prong attack next time.
Hype next week. Good night, stream.